It's been a couple of days now since the finals concluded, so I kind of wanted to put my final eulogy on it. Um, I don't know where to start because I felt like it was a fairly anticlimactic finals. In terms of the actual game, I was fully prepared for it to go 6, for the Lakers to go back to LA, whoop some ass, and win the title on their home court. I was fully prepared for the Magic to come out with everything they had for Game 5. Neither of those things happened. It ended in 5. The game wasn't that good. I didn't feel like the Lakers played extraordinary. I felt like they played solid. They played very well, but I don't think they even played great. Last year, when the Celtics clinched the title in Game 6, they played extraordinary. They lit the court on fire. I didn't get to see that from LA in their clinching game. But it is what it is. It's over. So, first, regardless of who you are, I know some of you have very strong opinions about Bill Simmons of ESPN. He has written an article. His eulogy on the 2009 NBA Finals and the NBA season that just concluded. So, I'm going to link to it either in an annotation or in the description box. And I think you all should read it, and whatever you may think of it afterwards, you might disagree with it, you might agree with it, it doesn't really matter. I think it's good to read either way. So, I think it'd be good to check that out, read everything he has to say. Just so you all know, Bill Simmons is considered a professional Kobe hater, and a lot of you Kobe fans who read this article are probably going to think this guy is a Kobe hater, and you'll be right. I still think the article is good, and for the most part it brings up a lot of good points, but it is what it is with him. He's a Celtics fan. So, there really isn't too much to talk about in terms of the general aspects of the finals. You know, if you're the Magic, at least you finally won a game in the finals, but a lot of the guys on that Magic team are fairly young. They may get better. They're not going to get worse anytime soon in all likelihood. The only compelling superstar on the Magic really was Dwight Howard, and he's young, really young, so he's going to have a lot of chances. So the fact that he lost his first finals is really not that big a deal. On the Lakers side, obviously you have Derek Fisher getting ring number 4, but you know, Derek Fisher is not a great player and never has been, so him getting his 4th ring, not a huge deal, unless you consider the perspective of him becoming the new Robert Horry. Because that's looking like it might kind of sort of happen, because he's kind of sort of become that kind of player. If you think about all his big shots he's made in his career. The .4 shot against the Spurs, which I still can't believe that shot. After all these years, just an incredible shot. The threes he hit in Game 4, you know, all the other threes he's hit in his finals career. He is 3rd all-time in NBA Finals three-pointers behind Jordan and Horry. So, you know, he's got 3 more rings to go to catch Horry, and I don't think he's going to win any more than 1. I think 1 is going to be his ceiling because he retires after next year, but there's a little something there. A lot of the other Laker players, you know, they proved that they could be championship players. Odom played a good finals. Gasol played a good finals. Ariza played awesome in the last few games. You know, yeah, again, Fisher proved he still had something left. Bynum, I don't know. Bynum didn't do too much. I mean, every game he would go out there early in the game, he would throw in 6-7 points and grab 4 or 5 rebounds, but he never really did too much. So really the compelling part of all this is Kobe. And if you read the Bill Simmons article, he takes a lot of time to bash Kobe. He takes a lot of time to talk about how this whole Kobe thing is overblown. I don't think he's wrong. I do think a couple things he says in the article are wrong, actually. Um, he mentions how there wasn't a big difference between Kobe in the '08 finals and the '09 finals, which I strongly disagree with. I thought he was much better in the '09 finals. But at the end, he talks about the good about Kobe, about how extraordinary he's been over the last 20 months. And I'm not going to talk too much about it, but if you go there, you can read all about it. The last 20 months for Kobe Bryant's career have been incredible. I counted last night. He's played 162 regular season games, which means he didn't miss any to injury. I think he's played 44 postseason games, didn't miss any, and he's played 8 Olympic championship games in the Olympics. So that's extraordinary. He played at a high level in all those and everything else. Ever since that Pau Gasol trade, he's been going out. And the final paragraph of that article says that Kobe now walks among the NBA gods. It got me thinking, and you know, it really is true. So I got to thinking about that a little bit. Who are the NBA gods, and what do you have to do to get there? This was suggested a long time ago for the Baseball Hall of Fame, but I'm going to parlay it into the Basketball Hall of Fame here. A tiered system. Somebody suggested that Cooperstown be transformed into the Hall of Fame at Cooperstown be transformed into a 5-story building built like a pyramid. The bottom level contains all the low-level Hall of Famers. The second level contains all the next level. The third contains the next level. The fourth, and then the top would contain like the NBA, the gods of that sport. So like the top level would have Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, and all these other legendary players, Cy Young, etc. So if they did that to the NBA Hall of Fame, I think the NBA gods would be the only ones in that top room. So what does that mean? Who are the NBA gods? I thought about it. I think that top level would contain about 15 to 18 people, but only 12 of them would be there because of their NBA achievements. You would have others there because they were influential, like George Mikan. I don't think his playing career justifies a spot up there, but his influence on the game would. Dr. J would be another example of that. Elgin Baylor. But I'm gonna actually make a 10-minute video, like a little dedication to the 12 players that I think are the NBA gods for their achievements on the court over their career. And you know, I got to thinking about why. Why are they there? Jordan's there because he won 6 titles, 2 three-peats, 10 scoring titles, I think 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, all the clutch shots, and just being, you know, bigger than one person. Just an incredible aura. Wilt Chamberlain's there because he treated the NBA like a video game and hoarded up these ridiculous stats. And one season, Wilt Chamberlain decided, I feel like leading the league in assists this year, and he did. Not because he was an awesome passer, he just decided he felt like leading the league in dimes, so he did. Shaq is there for his 3 consecutive finals MVPs, 4 championships, and this run of postseason dominance that we may never see quite again. We may see other players equal that kind of postseason dominance, but we'll never see someone pass it. And I don't think we ever have, even. Hakeem Olajuwon's there for his stellar array of low post moves, 2 consecutive championships, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, the league MVP, all the high marks he contains in most every major category. So why is Kobe there? And I'm going to take the next video to discuss that because, you know, I just spent the last 10 minutes talking about all this already. So this is going to be a 2-parter. I'll see you guys in 1 second, I guess.